Huge swathes of the Elmington estate here in Camberwell are still cordoned off by police this morning on streets which yesterday were filled with the remains of bloodied, cut-up clothing, abandoned trainers and medical kits as well, where emergency service crews battled desperately hard to try and save four very young lives. We know that all of the boys caught up in this, either the ones waking up in hospital or in a police cell this morning, were aged just 15 or 16 years old. Well, it started with a fight at just before 5:30 on an expansive green between two blocks here, Landor House and Lamb House. This man, who doesn't want to be named, tells me he looked outside his window to see the knives drawn.
At around 5:30, I heard the kids screaming, shouting at each other, and they started fighting. And then police came. Then I saw some police over there doing CPR on one guy. I think he got stabbed. And after, later on, I saw on the news that there were 4 people stabbed.
You heard the screaming. Where were you when that happened?
I was having lunch at home, getting ready to go work. There was a lot of them, probably about 10. And I did see knives, but I didn't see anyone get stabbed at the time. I went back to inside to carry on eating, and they came out and someone shouted, "Feds, feds," so they ran back inside. I think what happened was behind the block, so I didn't really see anyone getting stabbed.
And you say you saw that and you went back to eating your lunch?
Yeah.
I
weren't very interested, because I see it a lot anyway, but I never knew it was this time. Like, I think it was 2 group of gangs fighting, and I never knew it was that serious, so I thought, yeah, it's just a normal fight again. Yeah. It happens a lot here.
So of the 4 boys who were taken to hospital, 2 we know aren't too badly hurt. 1 is in a serious but stable condition, and the 4th is described as critical. This has happened as well just minutes away from another serious, this time triple stabbing, also in Camberwell 2 weeks ago. In that attack, a 23-year-old man, a drill musician called Sadiq Kamara, also known as Incognito, was stabbed to death, again just a fortnight ago, on a same street, Warham Street, where a 17-year-old boy was shot back in May. Also in Camberwell in recent months, we've seen an 18-year-old man stabbed to death, his body dumped from a moped, and a 17-year-old woman also killed. So giving you a sense perhaps of how this small pocket of London is really struggling, despite the Met Police's assertions that violent crime in London as a whole is beginning to stabilise. Overnight and into this morning, the Met Police put on extra powers. They invoked Section 60, which gives them the ability to stop and search anyone they want to without big grounds, reasonable causes to suspect them, because they want to try and desperately stop this surge in violence to prevent any further attacks from taking place.